You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Hi, and welcome back in, friends. This is Ralph Hipp. Kansas Prep Zone is just a few minutes away with Chris and Jonathan and Melissa Bruner, followed by tonight's Stephen Colbert on The Late Show. In our news headlines now, Topeka police are checking a trio of gunshot reports and believe at least 2 of those may be related. TPD says it all began just as we were going off the news, happened around 6:30 as vehicles exchanged gunshots in an alley near Austin Park. That's in the 2300 block of Southeast Jefferson. Now, a vehicle matching the description of one involved in the incident was involved in another exchange of gunshots less than an hour later, that near 8th and Tyler. No people are reported injured in either one of those incidents, and police stopped a vehicle near 25th and Madison. They were checking whether that driver and car might be linked to the shootings. Then about an hour ago, police got another report of shots fired from a vehicle near 13th and Western in Topeka. Again, no reports that anybody was injured. Anybody with information on the shooting should call Crime Stoppers at the usual number, 234-0007. Riley County Police today announced another arrest, a second one in a series of robberies that sparked a lockdown on the K-State campus. And they're looking for 2 teen runaways also believed to have been involved. A string of armed robberies last Friday morning ended with police chasing a suspect onto the Wildcat campus. 20-year-old Jonathan Elliott from Manhattan was arrested this morning on 2 counts of aggravated robbery and contributing to the misconduct of a child and theft. Police have also arrested Sean Johnson, who's 20, did so earlier this week on identical charges. Police identified 16-year-old Carson Buckley and a 17-year-old Janair Vega as other suspects. Buckley is 6'1", 240 pounds. Vega is 6'2", 160 pounds. Here are their photographs. Police say both are reported to be as runaways, but should be considered potentially dangerous. And if you see them, be sure to contact the authorities right away. Topeka police continue looking for the gunman in an early morning shooting in North Topeka. TPD reports 29-year-old Christopher Evans was found after 4:30 this morning at Northwest St. John and Jackson Streets. He remains in critical condition with a gunshot wound to the head. Anybody with information on this crime should call Crime Stoppers at the same number. Fire officials say an early morning blaze inside the Casa Mexican restaurant has done at least $250,000 of damage. TFD says crews were checking the report of smoke just before 2 this morning at the Casa at 32nd and South Topeka Boulevard. They found it was coming from the food buffet area, heavy smoke and flames, and it appears to be accidental. Fort Riley on this 9/11 anniversary, taking time to remember the 14th anniversary of the attacks in New York and Washington and Pennsylvania. Right now, there remain 213 names etched into the monument there, honoring Fort Riley soldiers killed in fighting the War on Terror. For the first time since the attacks, they had no new names to add to it this year. But as on every 9/11 anniversary, soldiers and family members came together to honor and remember those we lost.
Well, today, like every other day, of course, we miss our son. It's always hard. We think of him every day, particularly this day. You know, even though it's been some time since we lost him, it's still hard.
And Topeka West High School's junior ROTC cadets held their annual 9/11 memorial commemoration at the front flagpole. Organizers say this is a way for students to show their patriotism. It's also a valuable lesson for the students who were too young to remember what happened that day or who weren't born yet about the important moment in history. Topekans are thinking pink this weekend, also at Topeka West High School. They were hosting the first Pink Out for the race against breast cancer, opening the 2-day event. These walkers in pink wore their colors for the cause, raising a lot of green to go toward free or low-cost mammograms for women in our area. This is the 24th annual 5K run and walk coming up tomorrow morning at 9. And that is also now at the new location of Topeka West. And for $35, you can register in the morning right there at the school. And Dawn will bring the next activities for the 40th annual Huff and Puff Balloon Rally at Lake Shawnee near Topeka. Vendors set up in 10-man circle this evening, along with the stars of the show, those hot air balloons. They are gorgeous. Now, if the winds are below 5 miles per hour, those balloonists will take flight at 7 o'clock Saturday morning and again at 6 o'clock Saturday evening with a tethered glow at 7:30 p.m. Also, gosh, be sure to make your plans for Amanda Lanham and the Moms Everyday Expo. It'll be coming up tomorrow, and a lot of our crew will be there Saturday. The Moms Everyday Family Event. It'll run from 11 to 3 at Westridge Mall, and you'll meet some of your favorites from 13U's as well. I'll be there around the 1 and 2 o'clock hours. You can shop craft vendors, view the entertainment, learn about a lot of products and services that are just for parents and children. It'll be a very good time. We had a terrific time in the expo a few months ago, and we're going to do it again, the family event tomorrow in Westridge Mall in the main lower level area there. Time to check our weather. Ian Cassette is here, and Ian, I know you've done a great job, buddy. We appreciate it. And Jeremy's coming back on Sunday. You're probably glad to see him and get some assistance.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week for Doug and I to be covering all the weather, but thankfully today and this weekend things are calming down and will be very fall-like with very cool temperatures tonight and continuing into tomorrow. Look at the HD sky camera outside right now. Clear skies out in Quinton Heights Hill. Brought to you by Capital Federal. Very clear and calm night. Really a beautiful day this day turned into. 58 degrees already. Once that sun started setting, those temperatures starting to drop. You can see that those winds have calmed down considerably. And when those winds calm down, that's when you can see cooler temperatures as there's less mixing going on. So it's all cold air on the surface. 49-degree dew point, 72% humidity, but that dew point well below 70. It's pretty much extremely comfortable outside despite the cold temperatures. The almanac shows that we reached 73 today. That was a lot below our average of 82, and this is because of the high pressure system that sat over us and brought the northerly winds. So definitely below average. We had those temperatures that were above average previously, but we have since then cooled down. Tonight, you can see temperatures right now are a lot cooler to the east where there's less cloud coverage. 58 in Topeka, 53 already in Lawrence, 55 in Hiawatha. Warmer to our west, 58 in Concordia and Salina. I expect those temperatures to still be cool tonight, but not quite as cool as temperatures in the east with a little more cloud cover. Here's those winds calming down a lot, and that's why you have those cold temperatures outside. We had those northern winds, but now you can see the high pressure system is really moving itself right over us, and that's when you have the calmest winds, when there's not any really boundaries. We had that cold front push farther away from us. Tomorrow, Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, you can see the game kicks off at 6 p.m. Clear and cool conditions expected. Should be a comfortable game. You might want to bring a long sleeve shirt or something like that as those temperatures are going to drop as soon as that sun starts to set. In the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, this is where K-State plays tomorrow. Kickoff at 11. It's going to be a lot different there with warmer temperatures. Should be warm and muggy with those northeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Lows tonight, you can see, are definitely cool all across the majority of the area. It's going to be our coldest temperatures we've had since May. And as we look ahead into tomorrow, temperatures are going to be comfortable and cool again with those light northerly winds. Looking into tomorrow's forecast, or tonight's forecast, 48. Clear and chilly conditions with those calm winds tomorrow, 78 degrees, unseasonably cool temperatures with that north wind. 8-day forecast looks great. Temperatures are going to stay cool for the early part of the week, and then as you go on into Sunday, temperatures warm up, and start of the work week will be in the back of the mid-80s.
All right, Ian, and folks, enjoy those 70s and enjoy your weekend. That wraps up our check of the news and weather. More live news and weather at 8 o'clock in the morning with Carrie Larson.
You're tuned in to Kansas's #1 source for high school highlights, Kansas Prep Zone. And it starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Kansas Prep Zone. Alongside Jonathan Deutsch, I'm Chris Lilly.
In week 1, Hayden and Connor Schumacher shined. The Washburn Junior Blues went to Emporia and came away with a win.
Which sets up our Academy Sports and Outdoors Game of the Week. Hayden at Washburn Rural.
A good one. It's a good one.
Trying to go 2-0, both these teams. And the cheerleaders, they were excited for Washburn Rural's home opener. And Rural's first play on their 20. Mitchell Schurig, he pulls out the play that says, hand it to Matthew Williams, and it was a good play. Williams goes 80 yards for a touchdown score, and just like that, Washburn Rural is up 7-0. Look at the wheels, all the way. Hayden on the 47 now. Dallas Critten's pass is tipped. We got a tip drill. Nolan Brewer takes it the other way for the touchdown. 14-0, the Junior Blues up now. But Hayden, they would answer. There's Washburn Rural's fans, and Hayden, here they go. Crittenden drops back, and this one is not tipped. It would be good to Connor Schumacher. We mentioned him at the beginning, and here he brings it within a score with that touchdown grab. Nice throw. And 1 minute left in the first half with Rural on the 38. Handoff to Hunter Browning as he will work his way through the crowd for a touchdown. And it's 20-7 Washburn Rural at the half. Look out, and Hayden trying to make something happen in the third. Crittenden gives it to Thomas Stringer for a 1-yard scamper. Now Hayden's only down 26-14. that's how it would end. The Washburn Rural Junior Blues would hold on to win 26-14. They go 2-0 on the season, matching last season's win total.
We lived on defense last week. Coach Kelly and defensive staff put in a great game plan. I think the nicest thing about our defense right now is they're playing really aggressive. And, when you got kids that are flying around and making plays like that, it makes life on the offense a little easier too.
What's your thoughts right now?
I'm kind of speechless right now. This is the first time we beat them, and like last year we got blown out, and the year before we beat them, but we came here and we're really physical, and I'm just speechless right now.
What's the difference this year with you guys?
We're faster, and we just play so much harder and for each other.
The Seaman Vikings are looking to bounce back off a loss, and they're faced with the tough task of playing the Manhattan Indians on the road. Manhattan hosting Seaman, start of the second half. Manhattan up 42-0. The Indians looking to add to it here. Ian Trapp gets it to A.J. Pablo, knocked out of bounds just shy of the end zone. Next play, though, Jamel Richardson takes care of business. He's a Bachman-Turner overdrive fan. He punches it in. Manhattan now up big. Nothing doing for the Vikes in this one as Richardson carries a defender with him into the red zone. That would be called back due to holding, but everything's going the right way for the Indians. On the next play, Trapp heaves it deep to Blake Woodward for yet another touchdown. Manhattan moves to 2-0 after a 35-point second quarter, and at halftime, a cool moment. Fort Riley Soldiers with a ceremony. Manhattan gets the win.
Yes, and Topeka West and Topeka High earned wins in Kansas City last weekend. Tonight they meet at Hummer Sports Park. And you know what? They got that new turf there, and it would look good. And Tetron seeing if they can be the first home team to win on that new turf. Mike McCoy and the T-High Trojans had other ideas. There he has a stiff arm, and he bounces it outside. And is it me, or does that new turf make him look fast? Well, McCoy scores for the 6-0 lead. They would miss the extra point. Again in the first quarter, had the defenders on spin cycle as he twirls into the end zone.
I'm dizzy.
14-0. Look out. And Coach Walt Alexander, he said the Trojan defense would be more aggressive this season, and Kobe Richardson doing work with the pick six. Trojans up 21-0. And here we'll give some love to the O-line. Corey Thomas running for his life. You know what's a quarterback's best friend?
What's a quarterback's best friend?
A big offensive lineman, and his name's Tevin Jenkins. Look out.
Oh, my goodness.
What a hit.
That hurt me.
He rescued him. The Trojans, they would go on to win 82-0. The offense looking good in the second game of the season.
Ow.
Everyone was all right, though. Junction C at Emporia, they were getting fired up. Well, the Emporia High Spartans, they were smoking. Junction City forced a turnover right away, and Ryan Hennington hands it off to Rajay Wilson, who breaks tackles for the 62-yard touchdown. He's off to the races. No one will catch him.
Nobody.
Crosses
Speed.
the goal
It's
line.
the turf.
Yeah.
It's the turf.
Again, the Spartans fumble it, and Hennington fakes a pitch and throws it to Javon Baldwin, who's 23 yards downfield. And look at that. Junction City up 13-0. The Blue Jays, they force yet another turnover, and Hennington throws it again. Andrew Scott wide open for the touchdown and a celebratory roll there.
Roll.
And Harrington doing it through the air. Now he'll call his own number, and he will score a 23-yard scamper. Junction City, they would beat the Spartans 51-14 in the land of Emporia.
Well, last week, Silver Lake took back the opening kickoff for a touchdown. It led to an overtime win. What would happen today against Perry Lecompton? Looking to do the same. 0-1 Perry Lecompton, 1-0 Silver Lake. Here we go, midway through the first. Dalton Doltmeyer hands off to Reed Walker, a freshman, but he never misses leg day. He drags some defenders into the end zone. It's 7-0 Eagles.
Don't have
Second
to do it.
quarter now. Cause with the ball. Mitchell Bond, he's got the golden eye. He sees his man deep. It's Aaron Chenall who makes the incredible one-handed catch. Is it good enough, though, for our play of the night? We'll find out. For Perry Lecompton, it sets up this Bond, Mitchell Bond. Getting into the end zone, 2-point conversion, no good. Silver Lake would answer, though, the freshman, Reed Walker again. Then, near the end of the half, Daltmeyer keeping it himself, taking lessons from his running back. Silver Lake wins another 1-point overtime game. This one, 39-38.
And those are some great games. We have more
Great
on the
start.
way. Stick with us. Kansas Prep Zone will be right back.
You're tuned in to Kansas's #1 source for high school highlights. Kansas Prep Zone.
Welcome back. And the Wabaunsee Chargers, they have lost 11 straight dating back to the end of 2013. Right. Tonight, they face the defending state champs, and they would fly the Stars and Stripes proudly over Alma on this Patriots Day. In the first possession for Rossville, Tucker Horak hands it off to Dawson Hamas. He takes it 14 yards to put Rossville on the board, 6-0. It's a good way to start the game. Still in the first, Christian Rodhunter fields the punt. He'll do the same, zigging and zagging, getting it well on its way down the field. He's got you, tiptoeing. Oh,
Tiptoe.
how many would it take? And he's down. A couple of plays later, he'd finish the job, taking it the final 10 yards. Dogs would take the lead 14-0. And late in the first, Horak finds Cole Schumacher, another Schumacher. That's an 8-yard touchdown pass. Rossville up 29-0. Hey, they've got a good offense too. Look out for them. Rossville wins big, 61-3 over the Chargers. Also, Clay Center at Rock Creek in the first quarter. Clay Center's Cade Wallace options off to Tyler Young, who cuts it to the outside. And well, you know the rest. He's gone 80 yards to the house.
Oh, they're so fast. So fast.
It up.
Oh my goodness.
7-0 Clay Center, and Rock Creek's Jackson Fike options to Carson Becker, who passes it to Skylar White for the 25-yard pass. Showing some flair. Same drive. Rock Creek's Fike runs the QB keeper for the touchdown. They're all tied at 7s. Seconds remaining in the half. Clay Center's Wallace keeps it, runs it up the gut. He would score 13-10 Clay Center. They would win 27-17 over Rock Creek.
Jeff West is coming off a shutout win against Riverside. They're looking for another win against Wamego. Both teams hungry here. Jeff West on the road. Wamego first to score here with a touchdown pass to Sam Waller. Nice play there. But the Jeff West Tigers, they made a fast comeback. Quentin Guerra, he runs into the end zone, making it 6-6. No extra points. 6-6.
Who needs them?
The Red Raiders, they would take the lead again, though. QB Ethan Thomas, he's sneaky, very sneaky. Gets into the end zone with 3 minutes left in the half. The extra point curse finally coming to an end as Dylan Blaine goes for the 2-point conversion, bringing the Red Raiders on top 14-6 going into half. Jeff West, though, completes a comeback, winning this one at 22-14.
Exciting game.
We got some more scores from around the area. KC Harmon gets the close win to end a 31-game losing streak over Highland Park right there by 4. Shawnee Heights, they dropped this one 41-14 to Blue Valley Southwest. Mays South beats Holton 20-13. Royal Valley, they get the big win over Hiawatha. Then Jeffco North at Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa gets the win 22-18. And then how about Concordia shutting out St. Mary's? That should be flipped. That Concordia won that one 35-0.
There you go. And Melissa Bruner, she was all over social media trying to find the best tweets from our fans using the hashtag KPZ. And Melissa, what were people tweeting about tonight?
It was a busy night on Twitter, Chris. This is Patriots Day, so Hayden fans donned their red, white, and blue to hit the road to Washburn Rural. So the Wildcats lead the Friday Fanatics, Amber proclaiming them the best student section in the country. I also had to go with this one from Brenna because, let's face it, she is taking risks wearing a white shirt next to all that body paint. And one more, this is from the Hayden cheerleaders because they just happen to be Chris Lilly's biggest fans, so we'll show them off tonight. Let's hit the highway for Manhattan. Greg Hoyt sharing a salute for the 1st Infantry Sustainment Brigade, which partners with Manhattan High School, so they're in the stand to show support. Greg also shared a shot of the students pumped up for their Patriot Day game versus Seaman. And yes, Ryan, you made the cut this week for your efforts in showing your Viking pride on the road. Let's make one more stop to show the different color schemes going on over at Hummer Park tonight. Matthew showing off a Topeka High crowd that is sure to get noticed in their neon. And across the field, Topeka West fans with a whiteout. Way to get your face in there, Savannah. She's right there at the bottom of her selfie. Chris, so many great shots, and we do have more of them posted on the Kansas Prep Zone page, so keep them coming and be sure to use the hashtag KPZ each week.
Yes, thanks, Melissa. And coming up, we've got some more scores and our play of the night. You don't want to miss it.
No, you don't.
We'll be right back.
You're tuned in to Kansas's #1 source for high school highlights. Kansas Prep Zone.
Welcome back. Riley County coming off a shutout of Wabaunsee, looking to do the same against Olpe. And Olpe, don't forget, they won a state championship. First possession for Riley County. And Tyler Halstead keeps it himself, going to the outside for a big game deep into Olpe territory. The Falcons trying to punch it in here on 4th down, but Wes March is denied by the Eagles defense. They would have none of it and like it.
The mustard yellow shutting it down.
Now with some momentum, Opie looking to get through the first score of the game. Ryan Schmidt looking downfield but decides to keep it his own, getting the way there, but he avoids the tackle, stumbles into the end zone. That was 7-0 Eagles. An ensuing drive for Riley County, and they're looking to get it done through the air. And here's he goes deep, gets Derek Barnes, who outruns the defense to find pay dirt. Riley County would roll to beat Opie 55-30. Some more scores passed along to Ottawa at Bishop Ward, a battle of Cyclones in Ottawa 42, Bishop Ward 6. Central Heights at Santa Fe Trail. Santa Fe Trail gets the shutout 35-0. And Jackson Heights at Mar Hill. Mar Hill wins 21-2. Harrington at Osage City. We will have that online for you. Don't forget to tweet us your scores, and we will have that as soon as we get it. Mission Valley 26, Linden 20, and Pleasant Ridge beats Valley Falls 42-8. McLeod wins 37-18 over Sabetha at ACCHS, and Sabetha wins big there, 55-6.
We got a little bit of baseball too. The Kansas City Royals on the road tonight in Baltimore, fighting for home field advantage for the playoffs in the standings. Here we go. This is the first inning. Lorenzo Kane.
That's how you do it right there.
You kidding me, Lorenzo? Goodness gracious, that one's way out. All right, let's fast forward a little bit now that the Royals have the lead. Kansas City up 3-2. Lorenzo Kane, this one not as high, but it gets the job done with another homer. But then here's what changed the game. Baltimore batting in the 8th at 6-4. Grand salami. The Royals lose this one.
And that would
big.
And that just about wraps us up tonight for Kansas Prep Zone. But first, here's this week's play of the night. Jonathan.
It's brought to you by Vision. I tell you what, this was a crazy, crazy play. Mitchell Bond going deep to Aaron Chennault. He makes the incredible sliding one-handed grab.
Woohoo! What a catch. One-handed. That's all you need, one hand.
It's so impressive.
Yeah.
So impressive. Also want to mention the Roadrunners. They got the win in the opening game of the season.
Hockey's back. That's
hockey.
Good too.
Hockey, hockey, hockey.
Hey, thanks for joining us. That's it for Kansas Prep Zone. We'll be back next Friday at 10 p.m.
We'll be here.